All right, guys, welcome back to another episode on the Dynamic Lifestyle Podcast. So we got a solo round, don't we, Chris?
We sure do.
We have Halloween approaching. Now let's tell the listeners what we did yesterday to go find our costumes. I want to just kick the show off with this.
So we went to a couple Halloween stores, right? But then we ended up going to the Goodwill because I don't know. I don't like buying costumes like out of packages like that for some reason. Just it's not very creative. It's not very like authentic in my opinion. They're kind of just a little bit cheesy. So I feel like going to like the Goodwill, you can kind of piece together like, bits and pieces on a costume, get creative with it, in my opinion.
What did you end up finding?
So I found like a SWAT vest, and then I'm just going to paint my face and then wear some black slacks and then like a white shirt with it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it, So nothing too crazy, but it's cool,
Yeah.
I was going to be the Joker, but I was like, it's like, you got to get the Joker outfit. And the Joker outfit to me, to wear it, like, it's just not that cool, man.
It's too hot.
It's too hot. Like, like I want something comfortable, like, fits good on the skin, shows the guns a little bit, the chest a little bit,
Exactly. I ended up finding a Ninja Turtle outfit for under $10. $10, guys. Whew. How are you going to pass that up? So Ninja Turtle, I think it's Raphael one, so I'll get creative with it, and we'll go from there. But I just want to kick the show off with that because Halloween is right around the corner. Exactly. Trick or treat. I hope most people dress up. It's fun to dress up once a year. I mean, you don't have to be such a party pooper. At least go dress up, like hand out candy, scare some kids. Just have fun with it. It's only once a year.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's get into today's show. Enough of that jibber jabber about that. So today's episode, we're going to focus on 5 ways to develop a relentless mindset in your lifestyle and in business.
Oof.
So I'm really pumped up about this episode, just because you know how we are. We're huge on just, being relentless, resilient, the whole mindset thing. I mean,
what's funny is like, dude, I got my bracelet on right here. If you guys can't see it through here,
it says Relentless.
But it says Relentless on there. I wear it every day because
I have one that says Resilient on it. So
man,
right back at you.
There you go. Don't you have a little tattoo that says Resilient?
I do.
Too?
I have a tattoo on my wrist that says Resilient, and then the other side says Believe. So
damn.
I'm very just passionate about this topic about just being relentless emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, all above. We all just need more of the resilience in our life to really just power through all the obstacles and stuff, and more importantly, just to become stronger as individuals.
Develop that thick skin.
Absolutely. Yep. So let's get into these first 5. I don't want to really have to go into bullet point after bullet point. I mean, this is a conversation based topic. This is the way Chris and I like to structure these solo rounds because it's hard. I live with the guy. I see him every day. I can't be that structured when I'm doing like a solo round podcast, and especially when he's giving these looks. And you'll see if you're watching on the YouTube version. It's funny because I try to keep a straight face and stay focused, but sometimes I'll just get distracted and stuff.
Exactly.
But I want to talk about like the first one. So let's talk about the first one, and this one is don't ever seek people's validation or approval. So this one, I think this is huge because this is such a good way to really develop that relentless mindset, both in business and in lifestyle, because you have to think about it. I think we're all guilty of this, right? We're all, and maybe I'm not as much anymore because I've kind of gone through this. I've done the work, but I used to be like that where, when I first started off as an entrepreneur, a fitness coach, I had kind of like that imposter syndrome. Right. So I wanted to seek validation. I wanted to seek people's approval from other coaches, from other groups and peers, other pioneers. Right. Yep. And it's totally normal. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you think back at it now, after everything that we've done just with the experience, hiring other mentors, it's just such bullshit. It really is. If you really think about it, like, and literally, guys, think about this. OK, why should you have to seek someone else's approval and validation for what you want to do, most importantly in life, what kind of business you want to establish, or just, who you are as a person, right? Just literally your character as a person, your personality, your interests, hobbies. You should never, ever have to seek someone's validation or approval for, just being yourself.
Yep.
So I say, forget that, be authentic, be yourself, and just that's it, because you can't, if you live in that type of if you live like that, where you're every day waking up trying to seek approval and validation, you're going to drive yourself crazy. You really are. And you'll never ever discover that inner side of yourself to be like, wow, this is really who I am. Like, this is a beautiful thing. I am different. I do have a different vision, a different mindset, a different outlook on business.
Right. So, but the thing is, though, is like, you're spot on. I don't even really have much to add to that, because that's exactly how I feel with that. But where do you think that deep rooting cause comes from with somebody wanting to seek validation or approval, like in their industry? It comes from something deeper, right? So talk about that.
Yeah, I think it comes a combination of things. It would definitely have to say like upbringing, right? The school system, and just people that, maybe just different environments or social circles that they've been around, right? And like I said, maybe they're just forcing it, and they feel like that's, their calling, their identity, their passion, to where they have to, be a part of those selective groups and stuff. But really deep down inside, that's not who they are or what they're interested in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
No, I agree. It comes from the past. Like, it comes from like the upbringing, whether like they're seeking validation or approval from like their mom or dad, and they weren't getting maybe that type of like attention, or, maybe their mom or dad always put them down and never kind of encouraged them. So they're always trying to seek that approval, or that validation, to be able to feel accepted, to feel worthy, to feel good enough, to feel like they can add value. Right. So I think that's where it stems from. But like what you said is like, at the end of the day, it is 100% bullshit, right? But you have to deal with that underlying root cause first, I think, because it's that deep personal growth work that nobody wants to talk about, and it's not sexy, but you have to deal with that, because if you don't deal with it, all it's going to do is create that imposter syndrome when you go on into like your career. Like, say you're a fitness coach and you're looking to do a video, you're looking to post a blog, you're going to want to have somebody seek that validation or approval, and you're going to be scared to, and it's going to actually prohibit you from putting it out there or doing it, because you're going to have that imposter syndrome. You're going to feel like you're not going to be validated or, accepted for it. So that's what I think.
Yeah. And I think too, even just as sad as it is, a lot of people feel this way too, is just because of social media and not getting enough like attention, enough eyeballs. And it just shouldn't be that way. It just, I know it's hard, but you have to just stay focused and just, just do what you need to do and get everything done, within the context of your life, your business, and just have that fulfillment and joy every single day.
Yeah.
So again, guys, number one is, don't ever seek approval or validation from anyone, because again, you can't sit there and people please everybody, and you never will.
Yeah. So I would say maybe some action steps with that is going deep, into your past and, like your upbringing, and figure out who was it that you really were trying to seek validation from, and do that deep work and have a conversation with that person. Cause the only way that you're going to actually be able to get rid of that and move past and kind of, have those breakthroughs and massive shifts that are going to help your lifestyle and your business out. Right.
Yeah.
So
and I would say another action step too would be just to write that out, write out why, you're trying to seek validation, whether it's from a specific person, a specific group of people, maybe it's family. Why are you trying to seek these people's validation and approval? And just put it somewhere visible to where it reminds you every day when you wake up in the morning that you shouldn't do that, right? That you should not have to do that. And at some point, you're going to have it just built in your subconscious to where you don't need that. You can crumple that piece of paper up, throw it away, and it's on to the next stage of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So the second point we want to talk about with developing a relentless mindset within your lifestyle and business is nobody owes you anything. You kind of have to get out there and pay your dues and earn it. Right. And this is a big one too, because, we live in a society where it's just, man, it's entitlement. It's modern day convenience at your fingertips with the push of a button. And it's just, that type of like mentality where it's just like me, I'm owed something, and it's not a good thing at all. It really, really isn't. I mean, you have to just look back and go back into history, right? If you're a business owner, go back and look at some of the historical stuff, right? Any person that has built a business, large or small, whatever company it is that you want to say here, they've paid their dues. They've sat there and had to go through the hardships. Right? They've had to sit there and sleep on couches. They've had to sleep in people's cars, sleep in garages, not had money for XYZ, right? They've had to struggle a lot, So for somebody to just think that right off the bat, just because they're going to open up a business and, they can put a post out and just think that somebody's going to buy from them without persuading them, without, getting the messaging correctly, without convincing them, anything like that, it's BS.
Yeah.
You know, it's absolute BS, and it's entitlement, and it's one of those type of mindsets where it's like they don't want to pay their dues. And the first thing I always see is when something doesn't go right for somebody, they crumble like a piece of paper, and they throw a fit saying, poor me, play the victim role, you know, like, this shouldn't happen. You know, I put a post out, I have a social media, I have a business, quote unquote, a business, you know, and they don't understand how long things take and how much freaking work you have to put in, blood, sweat, and tears, and pay your dues to earn those outcomes.
Yeah. How much shit you have to eat.
Exactly.
And again, that's why I say it's not for everybody to be like an entrepreneur. And, you know, it's just not. It takes a lot of mental and emotional resiliency. It really, really does. And for us, for example, right, we've been in this for like a decade, and still I feel like we're still not even there yet. We still have a long way to go, right? But I've accepted that this is my life. This is the lifestyle that I've chosen. I have a bigger purpose and mission to serve people with what I want to do. So it's okay. I know there's going to be good times, bad times, and I just have to accept that and understand that's part of the game, right? That nothing is ever owed to me. I would never expect anybody to just give me a handown or something, or, you know, for me to just take a leap from A to Z. I don't expect that, because I just know how this works and what the reality of it is.
Yeah. And we'll dig a little bit deeper into this, because I want people to see, you know, like some of the stuff we've gone through, and I want you guys to be inspired to understand that, like, we still don't have that mindset of like feeling entitled or we're owed anything. We still have our dues to pay. Trust me, we do. But man, I mean, we have moved 5 times in the past like 6 years, right? Here in Los Angeles, pretty much. That's a lot of shit right there. Just moving that many times, right? Not being able to be settled down. We started off in a tiny studio together, sharing a bed. That's what people they don't really know all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you slept on the head part of it. I slept on the feet part of it, right? Shared a bed in the studio, and then we saved up a bunch of money there because our business took off for 6 months.
That place had cockroaches. We didn't even know.
It was a very bad area. Had to wake up at 6 a.m. every day to move our car, put in change, the stress of that.
Had to go to a laundromat. That humbled us real fast. And then we finally got into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse, beautiful, kind of like a dream situation. Got our garage gym all set up. That got taken away, from us, and had to sell all that in 30 days. Had to go move to Anaheim, and we weren't even happy there. We were half set up there. We broke the lease in 6 months there because we weren't happy and we weren't going to take it for another 6 months. Then we moved out to Culver City, and then, we all have been through our stuff, these past 3 years here, in Culver City, personal, business-wise, whatever, but it hasn't been easy by any means, and it's been a sacrifice. Like for me, I haven't had a car for pretty much the past 7 or 8 years, and that's my choice, but it's because I don't care to spend an extra amount of expenses on a car to get me from point A to point B. Like there's Lyft, there's Uber, I can ride my bike sometimes. You have your car that I can take it because we normally go places together anyways. But that's a sacrifice I'm choosing. I'd rather take that money and dump it back into the business, Yep.
right? Or some branding stuff or whatever it is, So that's my choice. And that's my version of I have to eat some shit with that, right? I don't have a car to get to point A, point B. I'm here in LA. I don't have a flashy car like a lot of people out here do, driving around, flaunting it and stuff like that. And I don't care. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And not once have you ever played like the victim role and say,
never,
poor me,
never.
like, oh, like I deserve this. I work this hard. Never have I seen you have that type of attitude. And
Nope.
Neither have I. And it's just because I don't expect that. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to work for everything that I want and really work my ass off. I want that, right? So just comes with it, and I just think a lot of people today, just with social media, I'll go back to that too, is just the instant gratification, the pictures that are painted, the marketing, everything that's just portrayed to us, the perception that it's so easy to create a business. It's so easy to become a millionaire, blah, 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 live the lifestyle, the laptop lifestyle, such bullshit. So that's why I just like bringing awareness to this. I mean, the quicker that you can reframe your mindset to understand that you are not owed anything, you have to pay your dues, put in the blood, sweat, and tears for what you want in your life and your business, and stop worrying about all the bullshit, all the small things that you cannot control. That's going to make you such a better entrepreneur, and just it's going to make you more relentless in your entire lifestyle.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. So,
hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We truly, truly appreciate it. If you guys are a fitness professional, you guys feel like you guys are stuck on an island, you guys feel like you guys have hit your ceiling and you guys want to get past that ceiling and break through it, make massive shifts in your guys' business, create more impact, influence, income, and independence, then grab a free call with Eric and I. You know, at the very worst, we can talk about some stuff, laugh about some stuff, you know, see where you're from, where we're from, what your hobbies are, but we'd love to hop on a call with you guys and see how we could help you make, you know, some of those massive shifts and breakthroughs and get you unstuck and break through some of those plateaus in your business. So make sure to grab your free call. The link's going to be in the description box, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
so next one, Chris looks like he pretty much got that covered on that one. So the third topic we want to talk about in developing a relentless mindset within your lifestyle and, you know, as an entrepreneur / business is you have to learn to deal with life ambushes and never make permanent decisions on emotion. So this one's huge. This one's huge. And we all, at the end of the day, have some shit going on in our lives that we are dealing with. And whether people decide to share that or not, that's totally up to them. But I know everybody is dealing with something. Everyone's dealing with some sort of problem or adversity. And some are way bigger than others. And we've had our fair share of adversity. We lost our father at 18. Our mom turned to alcohol. Lost our grandma 3 months after that, right? We've been through our own just personal issues. And I'm not afraid to share what I'm going through right now. And it's very tough, what I'm going through. So I plan to even do like a solo round podcast on this when the time is right. But I know right now I can't do that because I can't think clear-headed right now, like to what I want to talk about. But for the listeners that don't know, 4 months ago, I tore a tendon and cartilage in my ankle playing basketball. And it's been a brutal nightmare ever since then. And then on top of that, I'm going through a breakup with, you know, my girlfriend that I've been with for 3 years. On top of that, I have to move out by the end of October. So it's a lot of shit to take in to where I'm in a lot of pain, like emotionally and like mentally, to where literally like you'll see me. I almost want to get like teary-eyed and break down.
Let it out.
And it's hard. It's hard, but I know that I've been through so much shit in the past that I have to be strong and I'll get through it. And it's like, this is what I want the listeners to understand this, that dude, like life's going to throw ambushes and curveballs at you to where it's like, yeah, it's not fair. And it's like, why me? Like, why at this time? But what else can you do besides accept it and fight through it and battle? And that's what I'm doing. You know, it's like, we'll see where I'm at, you know, after this month and the rest of the year, but damn, it's been rough. And it's like, sure. I still continue to show up every single day on social media for my clients, for our business, on this podcast. And it's like, shit, man, it's hard because I can really keep it in and bottle it in and wear that mask to where it's like nothing's wrong, but it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. 100%, man. And I love you. I really do, like, for being open and vulnerable like this. And, you know, this is the real shit people need to see, you know, and this is what separates us from other people. Cause it's like what you see is what you get. It's 100% authentic and real. And, yeah, it's been a lot, dude. It's been a lot seeing you go through all this stuff. And, you know, it's been a lot for me too, having to kind of take the extra plate for other things too, to pick up on all this stuff. But, you know, it's like, there's a reason for it, you know, and, you know, like I said, I'm going to be by your side every step of the way. And, you know, there's a reason, and there's going to be like a light at the end of the tunnel for all this stuff. There really is, you know, so I appreciate that. But yeah, to kind of just go off of this point with what you said, yours is a perfect example because you could have been like, damn, like this is three things hitting me like a ton of bricks. I could have acted on my emotions and been like, F all this, I'm leaving, you know, forget LA, like forget my business. Like why am I doing all this at the end of the day? But you didn't crumble like a piece of paper, you know? So it goes back whenever like an ambush hits you in life, that just reevaluate it, you know, take some time to like really, really like think and create some space, you know, so you guys can see what is going on with this, and don't act so quickly on your emotions and just throw in the towel or say F this, because you will regret it later on, you know, and you will realize that I acted too much on my emotions instead of like logically thinking about why this is happening to me instead of you'll think, why is this logically happening for me instead of to me? which is a victim role, right?
That's a good way to put it. But yeah, I think too, some other action steps for that, like when these ambushes come your way, and then they will, whether it's in your personal life or as an entrepreneur. I mean, it's a roller coaster. It is. So accept that and understand that that's going to happen. But just like Chris said, think logically. Don't think out of your emotions. Put yourself around good people that are going to just, uplift you, have that surrounding, and literally just as hard as it is, like accept the pain and surrender to it, and understand that that's just going to make you so much stronger going forward.
Yep.
And that's what I'm doing right now. And it's like, it's hard now, but it's like, I know that once I'm done dealing with all this, that again, it's just going to make me more emotionally, mentally resilient as a person and as a business owner, to where I can help more people if they are going through the same situation.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so the fourth point with developing a relentless mindset in business and your lifestyle is never negotiate with the inner bitch, right? Be relentless and a beast, and you can do anything, and don't quit at it, right? So the thing is we all have an inner bitch inside of us, no matter what, man, no matter what.
No, we do.
Ladies, no offense calling you guys that word or using this word, but you guys know what we're talking about in this context. We all have the little bitch inside of us, to where it's the voice telling us like, don't do this. It's the self-limiting beliefs. It's the doubt.
The victim role.
It's all that stuff, right? So that's the little bitch, inside of us. And it gets to all of us, I don't care how big you are. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care how jacked you are. I don't care if you're a black belt or whatever. It's like everybody has a little inner bitch inside of them. So the whole thing is just like, you can't let that little inner bitch, kind of like derail you from like what you're trying to do in like your life and your journey in your business, in your lifestyle. You can't, because it's going to mess with you no matter what. No matter what. The minute you try to start a business, that little inner bitch is going to talk to you saying like, why are you doing this? Imposter syndrome. Who are you? How can you add value?
Yep.
How dare you put out a service or a product and charge XYZ? You know what I mean? Of course, that little inner bitch is going to talk to you, telling you, don't do it. But you have to be able to be emotionally resilient and strong and understand, always revert back to your why and your purpose and your mission and your vision. Why am I doing this? Because that's what's going to kind of kill that little inner bitch inside of you. If you're so strong in your why, your purpose, your mission, your vision, and you believe so strongly inside of yourself that you have that value, you have a solution to somebody's problem and can get them out of pain or help them out and add value, it's going to crush that little inner bitch anytime.
Yeah, I like that. Has there been like a time where you've had that?
Oh, 100%. Like today, I went on a hike over at the Culver Stairs, and I went on a hike with my girlfriend, and we just had some good deep talks about just like the cost of living out here, and just like how we could be living if we lived somewhere else outside of California. We were saying we could live pretty damn good, with like our income and stuff like that. And I told her, I don't know why this came out of my mouth, but I said, you know what, we're never going to be able to buy a home out here in California. And I don't know why I said that. It like makes me mad now that I said that, because I don't like using that word never. And that's a self-limiting belief right there that I had, where the little inner bitch was talking to me saying, you're never going to buy a house out here, Chris. Like, no, you can't do it. Who are you to sit there and think you're going to buy like almost $1 million house out here? So that was a little instant right there. Where it was like a little inner bitch talking to me. And then she told me, she called me out. She's like, why would you even say that? Why would you even have that mindset? And just, it snapped me up really quick. I was like, why would I say that? Why would I even sit there and say that I can't sit there and have a house out here one day? You know what I mean? So it happens every time, every time. You just got to catch it. And that's what helps, having like a circle around you. That this is probably the practical step, is have a circle around you of uplifting, hungry, like-minded people, because they're going to call you out when you're going through those little like inner bitch like type of like moments, and they're going to uplift you, and they're going to remind you like what value you have, what your mission is, what your why is, what your vision is, and that's going to snap you out of it and be like, no, it's true. I got to just keep going, keep marching forward.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. I was thinking too, why would you say that?
Yep.
I was like, that doesn't sound like Chris.
It doesn't.
But hey, I mean, it's fine. We all have those moments, and where we're just, again, it's off emotion. That's probably what it was.
So you're calling me a little bitch now?
No, I just said you have a little inner bitch. We all do. All right. So the last point we want to make within, the 5 ways to develop a relentless mindset in your lifestyle and as an entrepreneur is, the moment you lose credibility with yourself, you've lost all confidence in yourself. That's pretty powerful. And that, when I think about that, right, A lot of us lack confidence, and it's not easy to develop confidence.
It's not.
It's not.
It's like a muscle.
It is. And I'd be lying if I said that I've had confidence all my life. Certain areas I've had confidence, but there's a lot of areas that I haven't, and it's just taken time to just, develop that, be around like-minded people that push you more. Me putting in the work, me doing things that make me uncomfortable. Right. So I think that, it's true with that entire statement that once you lose that credibility with yourself, meaning that once you stop believing in yourself, that you are credible, that you can put your mind to doing something, then you're going to lose that confidence. You really are. And for example, let's put this into an example, right? So let's say you and I, with our business, the Dynamic Inner Circle, right, where we help fitness pros build and scale their coaching businesses. If I were to just all of a sudden just say to you, Chris, like, I don't feel like I'm credible enough, man, to do this. Like, I don't feel like I can coach these fitness professionals and help them make more money. Like, I just don't feel like I have the credibility to do that, right? And I remember before we opened up this business about 3 years ago, we had that. We had kind of like those self-limiting beliefs, right? Of the confidence thinking, we're fitness professionals. We're all about getting people in shape. And now we want to sit there and help people build a business and make money. So that confidence wasn't there until we finally pulled the trigger and did it. So going back to my story, my point, if I were to just say that all of a sudden, like, hey, man, I just don't feel credible anymore. Like, I don't know about this. I question this, are we really meant to do this? You imagine the confidence that would rub off on to, like, you, the energy, our students in our program. It would suck.
Yeah. And that's a great point. And I'll tell you, you want to know why that confidence got built up, right? The best analogy I can give you with this is if you're in a weight room 5 to 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year, or 2 years straight, chances are you're probably going to optimize your body, right? Grow some muscle mass, build strength up. You're going to change your body, right? Just from like the omnipresence and building the confidence, putting the work in that environment. We spent 2 years and invested over $50,000 in 2 masterminds to develop that confidence muscle. Being around those people that had more confidence in making money and building businesses, knew about marketing, sales, persuasion, social media, all that stuff. So we were in that environment with the analogy of like a gym setting, right? For 2 years of masterminds with these people making millions of dollars, acquiring the mindset, acquiring those skills. So that's what built up our confidence from that though. And that's why I'm telling you, if you lack confidence, it can be built. It's like a muscle. It's like a skill.
Of course.
You have to just be around the right people with it. So don't say that you had the bad luck of the draw and for some reason you're introvert or you don't have confidence or something like that. I just think that's bullshit.
Or you lack you don't have enough resources.
No, you get out there and you develop it. Just like if you develop your body, you got to go to the gym, you got to eat right. I mean, you develop your confidence muscles within that. But 100%, man, you lose your confidence, and that's a bad road to go down.
Yeah, and that's just in all aspects of life. All aspects of life. Health, wealth, love, happiness. Like, you just think about that. If you don't have any confidence in those areas, I mean, I'm sorry, but you're going to go downhill. You really are, and you don't want to go down that road. So I think confidence is huge. And like you said, I do agree. It's like a muscle. So every single day you got to put in the work, condition it, keep it there, and keep building upon it.
Exactly.
And doing uncomfortable things.
So action step with this is if you guys are lacking confidence and the self-doubt, put yourself around people that you can want to emulate, where you're like, shit, I want to get at their confidence level.
Yeah.
I want to be around that energy. Start with small groups, meetups, Facebook groups, then start going to seminars, conferences, then joining like more elite groups, being around those people, masterminds, stuff like that.
There's even confidence coaches out there.
There is.
So there's no excuse. There really isn't.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Man.
So that was the 5 ways to, develop a relentless mindset, in lifestyle as an entrepreneur / business. So, I don't really have anything to add to those. I guess we could recap them, right? So let me recap these. So number 1 is don't ever seek people's approval or validation. Number 2, nobody owes you anything. Pay your dues and fucking earn it. Number 3, learn to deal with life ambushes and never make permanent decisions on emotion. Number 4, never negotiate with your inner bitch. Be relentless, be a beast, and don't ever quit. Number 5, the moment you lose credibility with yourself, you've lost all confidence in yourself. So hopefully, guys, these 5 points really hit home with you guys. And again, you could tell by the way we pretty much just talked about this, there's a lot of fire behind, what we're talking about in here, because we've been through a lot of this, and it's experience that we have, and we're not done. I'm still a student. I'm still going to have to go through all this stuff, guaranteed. And it's like, I'm just more conditioned for it, and I can just accept it when it comes, better than a lot of people. So I really encourage you guys to take these 5 ways and put them into action, write them down somewhere. And again, even shoot us some questions. We're always open to answer questions. We're here for you guys. But do you have anything else to kind of just add before we wrap up?
Just really after all this, just stop trying to play the game of life to not lose, and just play the game to win.
Yeah.
Play the game to win. Roll the dice. Take some risks. Be uncomfortable. Pay your dues. Be relentless.
Yeah. And just
all this stuff.
I love that. And I would just say, just understand that it's not going to be easy.
It's not.
It shouldn't be easy.
And you should live that life where it's like you tried everything you possibly could, because you'll never have any what ifs. You'll never have any regrets.
Yeah. And you only get one chance.
That's it. You have one life, and it goes quick.
Yep.
It goes quick, man. So yeah.
I like that. Whew. All right. So guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this, please share it to somebody that would find it useful. Spread the word. And happy Halloween.
Peace, guys.
Until next time.
Hey, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We truly, truly appreciate it. If you guys are a fitness professional, you guys feel like you guys are stuck on an island, you guys feel like you guys have hit your ceiling and you guys want to get past that ceiling and break through it, make massive shifts in your guys' business, create more impact, influence, income, and independence, then grab a free call with Eric and I. At the very worst, we can talk about some stuff, laugh about some stuff, see where you're from, where we're from, what your hobbies are. But we'd love to hop on a call with you guys and see how we could help you make, some of those massive shifts and breakthroughs, and get you unstuck and break through some of those plateaus in your business. So make sure to grab your free call. The link's going to be in the description box. And while you guys are at it, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Talk to you guys soon.